Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Stockholm City. And this is the sports. Our first game for this afternoon is the ISG RAPTORs going up against RMG 2. And now let's pick our starters first for RMG 2. Starting at guard number 3, Erwin Villarino. The other guard number 6, Marcelino Dalia. Playing at center number 1, Franco Gundaya. At forward number 4, Eric Solda. And the other forward number 13, Earl Gonzalez. And now here are the starters for your ISG RAPTORs. Starting at guard number 22, Lorenzo Saya. The other guard number 3, Norman Estrada. Playing at center number 54, Dennis Borga. At forward number 67, Felix Santos. And the other forward number 34, Il Sabado. Our officials, Roy Buenaventura, Nina Dizon, and Rolando Francisco.
For ISG Raptors and RMG2 has been called center court. The red flag will be up and the race will be on. Isang magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, reviewers. Happy Tuesday. This is how we start the week here in BIR. Welcome back to BIR Commissioner's Cup 2026. Ang pangalan ko po is Will Aller. I will be the voice of the game for you. Lahat ng kwentong revenue basketball ibibigay ko. Right now, itong dalawang team na to, ISG Raptors, coming from a very big win last week. Comparable to RMG2, depleted ang kanilang roster. They only have 8 players to start the ball game. You know, by tip-off, I've only counted 8 players available. And from what we see right now, it will likely be the same story. Last week, they had trouble facing their opponents and they had trouble getting back into competition because sobrang konti ng kanilang players. But right now, it's looking up to be a very different story. Pinapakita nila sa unang minuto. But Thea of ISG Raptors, who was named one of the best players from the past few ball games, is starting to get his rhythm and his confidence right up. Neil Sabado, the birthday boy, gets the long rebound, but Dennis Porca will fumble the ball away and out of bounds. Babalik sa RMG2 ang bola. 4-2 ang ating score, courtesy of that two-pointer by Sea. But a triple from the right corner by Earl Corrales takes the lead for RMG2. This is the first time that they took the lead in this ball game. Seiya recognizing that it's a dangerous territory to be in, na they're trailing, attack the rack again sa kabilang bahagi sa left side ng ating wing, and he gets a foul called, earned 2 shots from the line. First one is a miss though. Let's see what happens with the second shot of one of the best players here in BIR Commissioner's Cup. Again, muling nagpapasalamat ang LMBZ Sports along with the production team and officials namin for bringing us here and allowing us to host these games here in RDL Center. Kasi coming to you live kami sa Quezon City inside the National Office building of Bureau of Internal Revenue, Philippines. 6-5 ang ating score after that Santos jumper. Mangundayaw is fouled, got hit right on his elbow on his way up for a short jumper. Mangundayaw will step into the line naturally to shoot 2. Him and Dennis Porca and Santos all exchanging some friendly banters. Mangundayaw first trip from the line. Can he split the free throw? That's the question. Let's find out, folks. Yes, he does. Ties the ball game at 6 apiece. Under 10 minutes left. Lorenzo Sea. Kick out to Santos, 6'7", and Santos, 6'7", unable to catch that cross-court pass. The turnover by ISG Raptors, but they recover, especially to si Santos, redeemed himself after intercepting the ball. Estremera with a no-look pass. Seiya again. That's a 3-second violation against Neil Sabado. The birthday boy is clearly trying to catch his breath. Sa mga manonood natin dyan, sa ating live viewers on our live broadcast, please don't hesitate to post your comments, your reactions, and show your support. Bakanting-bakante ang ating comsec dito sa ating page. And I will make sure to find time later para basahin yan isa-isa lahat ng inyong pagbate at suporta dito sa BIR Commissioner's Cup 2026. Dennis Porca on the break, head of the arrow. 3 against 2, and Sosa anticipated that inside to Magundaya. What a counter by RMG. They are trying to surgically defeat itong ISG Raptors despite them only having 8 players. Pero it's a good thing from what I'm seeing right now is yung bench nila unti-unting kumakapal. Here comes Sosa on the fast break. Estremera to Perangcol on the other side. Perangcol! Always on the attack. Always the head of the arrow on their counter. They're leading by 4 points now, the largest so far of the light blue squad. Felix Santos knocking down the mid-range jumper. 10-8 ang ating score on this timeout. We'll be back, folks. Stay tuned. Well, straight back into the action. RMG2 holding a 2-point lead, under 8 minutes left. And they have the possession. Villarino breaking away from the defender in Estremera off to the left wing on a pocket pass. Pero it was intercepted. Perangcol unable to grab that after he cuts down the underneath side of the basket. Another triple on its way. Santos recovers. And here comes the cavalry running the break. It's 4 against 4. Great job by RMG2 in recovering defensively. Lorenzo Seiya on his strong side. Sidesteps his way in and floats it up. And in sa gitnang bahagi, Santos with the active interception puts it up again for a back-to-back field goal for ISG Raptors. Don't look now. Sila na ang lamang. 12-10 ang ating score. 7-11 left here in this ballgame. Sorry, in this first period. And Dennis Porca will pick up his second personal foul, I think. So early foul trouble for the power forward of ISG Raptors. Unable to put the game on the tie, but Magundayao is there. Save the day, unable to score on that putback attempt. Here comes Lorenzo Seiya. A jumper on its way. Santos recovers again and puts it back in. We got Felix Santos with his third field goal of the day and fourth offensive rebound. He is literally doing it all on both ends, offensively and defensively. What a quick floater again by the light blue shirts. 14-12 ang ating score. A 2-point lead by ISG Raptors. Seiya again. Handoff to Santos. Villarino. Off to Daria. Daria on the floater. Oh! Hits the front of the rim and rolled away. Sabado recovers. Lorenzo Seiya on the counter. Stop and pop. Yes, sir. Lorenzo Seiya is a bucket, a certified bucket for ISG. And a quick timeout here by ISG Raptors. They need this to regroup, but let's look at this stop and pop style of a jumper by Lorenzo Sea. Finds the bottom of the nylon. What a beautiful shot by Sea. We'll be back after this break.
Shot by Smith.
16-12 ang ating score. It's a 4-point lead by ISG Raptors off of back-to-back field goal by Lorenzo Sea and itong si Felix Santos. Rangkol getting his first bucket of the game. Di papayag that ISG Raptors will break away as early as the first period. Alvero Magundayaw gets the ball. Ferrancol runs the break. They're on the counter right now. Ferrancol again with the ball on the left wing. Backs down ang kanyang defender but no space altogether. Ortulio. Pocket pass inside. Kick out. Villa for a 3. Magundayaw fighting against Hermoso. The strongest Avenger, Magundayaw of RMG 2. Also, Bawi naman, big man against big man right now. That is a beautiful exchange by the centers of each squad, you know. Parang bumabalik tayo sa 90s basketball natin where the big men are dominant and trying to administer pain in the paint. Pero Rangkol, one dribble, pull up, beauty. And he banks it home. Hanggang pulido yung galawan na yun ni Rangkol. Alvero tries to emulate that shot by Ferrancol, but he missed that one dribble pull-up from the elbow. Here comes Villa. Stolen away from behind. Villa recovers. Here comes Ortulio. Magundayaw. Back to Ortulio. He's open. Off the screen of Magundayaw with a floater. Gatulio floats it up on the right wing. Sinks it, takes the lead for RMG2. 20-18. This is the third lead change of this ball game. Gatulio again, off to Magundayaw. Magundayaw powers in against Amance, and he was fouled again. This is going to be his third trip to the line, but let's take a look at this beautiful floater by Gatulio. Ginamit niya yung wide screen ni Magundayaw, and he got the space he needed to operate and to separate himself from the defender, sinking that floater and taking the lead for RMG2. Magundayaw naman will report to the line, taking his first shot, missing it, but he's got one more chance to extend the lead here for the light blue shirts. 0 for 2 for Magundayaw. Very unlikely performance from the charity stripe, but they still have a 2-point lead under 3 minutes left. Amance looking for a top of the key 3, won't go. Gatulio runs the break. Here comes the counter. Gatulio tries an inside game. He will reload, pocket pass to Valencia. Breaking away for a floater. hits the back iron. Magundayaw cleans up the mess. Give him the mop. Let me clean it up for you, boys. Ganito yan. This is how you do it. Extends the lead to 4 points. This is the largest lead of RMG2 against ISG Raptors. Again, part of the storyline is that last week it completely depleted in terms of their roster. And they were defeated tremendously, while ISG Raptors naman now consistent with the number of players available for the day. Ganun pa rin sila. Pero right now, because of their win, meron silang targets on their back. And right now, they're facing a 4-point lead against RMG2. We'll be back after this timeout called by RMG2. Amance on the right corner, 3 in and out. Hermoso inside. The kingpin of ISG Raptors gets an offensive board, and he was fouled. This is going to be called upon Sosa. Talagang itong si Hermoso is towering over everybody. Hermoso wanted to position himself again. A kick out to Dulig. Dulig from the stripe. Missing. Sosa with it. Here comes Valencia again, scanning the floor. Pump fake and was slightly deflected away by Hermoso. Got a small piece of it, but definitely that small piece changed the trajectory ng tira na yon ni Valencia. Alvero stepping in for a jumper. Dulig recovers, and Dulig is fouled from underneath right before the shot was made. Earl Corrales will pick up his first personal foul. And purple shirts will inbound the ball on the right underneath side of the basket. Rosete with a quick backdoor play, pulls it up and in. Great body control on his flight, and was able to float it up and gets the basket for ISG Raptors. But Valencia says not too fast. I could do it from a distance. Baseline jumper from the left side. Re-extends the lead back up to 4. Alvero with a triple. 24-23. Inching closer again. 3 lead changes over the course of the first period. 24-23 ang ating score. 1 point lead by the light blue shirts in RMG2. 5 seconds to go. He picks up his own miss. Corrales tries a putback. Mosso recovers. And we have a full court heave, but that won't count and that won't hit its mark. 24-23 RMG2 with a very unlikely lead over ISG Raptors. 1 point lead. We'll be back after the quarter break. Si Hali hindi sumasagot kasi baka nga nag-expire. Load ako. Okay. On Monday.
Second quarter. Shot clock 18 seconds. Ball on 113. Or hold on just a second. Gone with the playoff.
Guys down the lane, laterally, and then he went up vertical for that floater off the glass. Absorbs the contact and gets that this bonus shot for a potential 3-point play. De La Vega steps up to the plate and says, "End one, complete." Still a 1-point lead by RMG2, and full-court pressure right now of ISG Raptors is paying off as Lorenzo Sea gets a breakaway play after deflecting the ball away from the hands of the ball handler. 31-30, this is the fourth lead change in this game. Sea against Sosa. Sosa will rather foul than give an open runway to Lorenzo Sea. He says, "Let me make you earn it from the line instead than an easy 2 points." A bucket, no? Hindi pwede yan. Bucket. Bibigyan kita ng bucket. Lorenzo Sea missing from the line. They have a 1-point lead, 31-30. Sea splits the free throws and extends the lead 32-30. 2-point lead now. 8:48 left. Pinto steals the ball and puts it up quickly for ISG Raptors. Their winning ways really starting up the fire because of their tenacious defense on the full court pressure. They now have a 4-point lead. This is the largest lead so far from both squads, no? Up to 4 points pala sila. They have a total of 4 lead changes na overall since nagsimula ang ating laro. Kick out to Perangkol, wide open, steps in, will miss. Here comes Ginto. Underneath to Santos. Santos is fouled by the unassuming Perangkol. Was left unguarded. And si Perangkol was also unassuming na the gameplay hasn't restarted. And Felix Santos took advantage of it. Here comes his bonus shot. And he completes yung 3-point play. So this one extends the lead further up to 7 points, 37-30. And this is the largest so far by ISG Raptors. And basically, they're fueling up the fire in them defensively. Santos off an entry pass. Santos deflects it out of bounds. Pero clearly and obviously, it's gonna go to the possession of RMG2. They have a full court pressure. Yan ang kanilang kinakaharap ngayon. Datulio against Ginto. Villa. Floater. Villa off to Perangkol with the offensive board. Perangkol is asking Sosa and Datulio to reset. Datulio locked away. And empathically by De La Vega. Yung literal na butata. Seiya inside. Corrales steals the ball away and hoped for a counter, but Seiya was there to deflect it out of bounds. They will reset the 24-second shot clock. 6:40 left. RMG2 goes to Perangkol. Perangkol facing 2 defenders right away. Quickly double team, no? Villa again. Kick out to Corrales. To Sosa. Sosa with a floater. Black the arc. Seiya on the inside. Puts it up and in against Corrales. Quick counter. Stands the lead 39-30. Head coach of ISG Raptors. Playing coach Dennis Porca right now. And itong si Sir Erwin Villarino is extremely happy the way that they're looking right now on the bench. Defense turns to offense. That was Lorenzo Seiya off a fast break outlet pass nitong ISG Raptors. Again, masaya tong playing coaches in Villarino and Porca as the team is able to really convert off of defensive turnovers na ginagawa nila because of their relentless full court pressure. Well, marami na pa rin tao dun sa ating comment section. No? Maraming salamat po and magandang hapon, Arvin Porca, cheering for Tito Dennis Porca. Si Sir Ramdabs naman wants to shout out Robs Rojo. And Robs Rojo also returning the favor. Shout out din daw sa'yo, Ramdabs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Continue to post your comments and reactions. Nandito pa lang tayo. Kalahati pa lamang nitong electrifying matchup here in BIR Commissioner's Cup. Porca, Seiya, finger rolls it in against Villa. Just like that, double-digit lead agad ang ISG Raptors against RMG2. Seiya again inside. Forcefully pounds it in for that floater. Hits Perangkol right across the jaw, I think. Five minutes to go. Datulio on the counter. Porca, active deflection, and that will stop the gameplay at 44:55. 14 seconds to shoot, and a quick player rotation. Daria comes in for Villa. 44-30. In and out. That shot by Perangcol. Around, in and out. And Seiya, the athletic Lorenzo Seiya, say no more. We know you can do it all. Beautiful Euro/Pinoy step for that perfect layup. Amanse, stop and pop on the left side. Nylon for Robert Amanse. Villarino banks it home, finally ending the scoring drought. 3-2, and a quick timeout here by ISG Raptors. Gameplay is stopped at 4-12, pero let's take a look at Lorenzo Seiya's fantastic finish. Euro, Pinoy step, pero perfect deceleration for that layup. We'll be back. On a quick tide turner here in the second period, ISG Raptors really flipped the switch and turned things around right away. 49-32 after trailing 4 points against RMG 2. De La Vega off to Amanse. Amanse against Corrales. Popping inside to Dulig. Dulig to Porca. Porca! Baseline jumper. That's how you share the ball for ISG Raptors. Easy bucket. Right now, they have a 19-point lead, but Villarino says, let's put it down to 17. Let me cut it down. But they need more of that here in this game. Porca with a two-dribble pull-up won't go. Talagang ginagalingan ni Tito Dennis Porca. Kasi alam niyang maraming nanonood sa kanya. Speaking of ginagalingan, Perangcol answers the call on that left wing attack. Puts the score 51-36. 15-point lead by ISG Raptors. Corrales on the break. 2 against 3. Corrales finds Perangcol. Corrales, top of the key. A triple. Counter. Porca inside. Easy work. Hit the Vega to Porca. Coast to coast. Ala Pau Gasol and Mark Gasol, no? Rebound. Outlet. Assist. Bucket. Speaking of bucket, Corrales naman able to punish the defenders, splits them, and lays it up and in. Amanse to Porca, unselfish play by the lead guard. Dennis Porca, beautiful finish. And humihingi pa ng foul as he thought there was a lot of contact on that attack. Speaking of contact, yun. Doon, madami talagang contact as Magundayao attack straight yung chest netong mga defenders. Look at this. Corrales splits the defense. Now you see me, now you don't. We have Magundayao on the line shooting a bonus shot for a possible 3-point play. Can this restart the fire within RMG 2? 15-point lead, 55-40, under 2 minutes left here in the first half pa lamang po. The birthday boy takes a one-dribble pull-up. Still not his day, although it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Neil Sabado. We have Perangcol off a spinner. Perangcol, another miss. Amanse and Porca running the break, steps in, jumper, easy work by the big man in Dennis Porca. De La Vega intercepts. Amance was fouled by Siriban. And Siriban rather put Amance on the line, rather give an easy bucket. And this will stop the bleeding somehow for RMG2. But Amance is a known shooter. Although he missed his first shot, medyo jinx ata yung sinabi ko. The score is 57-41, a 16-point lead, a minute and 2 seconds left here in the first half. Amance over 2, but De La Vega is there to clean it up. Amance will reload, another miss. Perangkol recovers. Tiriban to Villarino puts it up and in. I think there's a friendly exchange of banter between the players of ISG Raptors and our umpire. Umpire number 2 here, stationed underneath the right side of RDL Center. May out of bound moment na si Perangkol pero hindi na tinawag. Sabado, the birthday boy! To the dismay of the crowd, especially the bench. Sumablay pa pero great effort in cutting down the lane for that layup attempt. Here comes Neil Sabado. Happy birthday to you, sir. Let's see what you got. Sabi niya hindi daw niya birthday. Hindi siya swerte ngayon. Pero you never know. Meron pa tayong 2 quarters left. The birthday boy on his second attempt. Almost an air ball. Sabado will reload. Elbow J. In and out. De La Vega finds him again. Sabado. Another miss. De La Vega is really feeding the birthday boy. Another miss. 3 consecutive misses by the birthday boy. He recovers defensively, flips it up to Amance, but that's the end of the first half. Ang ating score po, ladies and gentlemen, 57-43. We go to the second half in just a bit. Malas yung birthday boy Welcome back to BIR Commissioner's Cup 2026. We're still live here in RDL Center. Pangalan ko po is Will Aller. I will be the voice of the game for you. Itong naglalabang mga kupunan is ISG Raptors and RMG2. The storyline in the first half is actually beautiful, no? RMG2, despite them being depleted nung unang bahagi ng ating laro, they only had 8 players during the tip-off. During the tip-off, 8 lang yung kanilang players. And I was assuming na ganun ulit yung magiging storyline ng kanilang laro. Pero they came out hot and firing on all cylinders. They took the lead, 4-point lead in the first period. But the ISG Raptors turned things around, especially in the second period. And majority of it coming off from defensive stops and conversion after stealing the ball of full court press. And beautiful work by Hermoso there. Love the celly of Hermoso on that free throw. And Ginto with a beautiful steal, puts it up, won't go. Ginto, Sosa working, gets it. Seiya! Alley-oop play off the efforts of Ginto. Really doubling up the efforts na ginagawa niya. That is why he's got almost an assist, an alley-oop assist to Lorenzo Seiya, but Lorenzo Seiya was fouled. And 2 shots, sinking the first one. And splitting it. Sosa off to Villarino, 60-43. Off to Perangcol, asking for a cut down the lane, pero wala. Nobody answered his call. Villarino popping it out. Back to Villarino for a long 2. Yes! Nylon. For Villarino, 60-45, still a 15-point deficit ang kanilang kinakaharap. Perangcol steals that entry pass by Ginto. Sosa on the break. Too strong, and here comes Ginto. Counter strike. Lefty finger roll layup by Mark Tardio. Villa. Off to Villarino, go ahead pass. Rosete is there to guard. Sosa with a pull-up. Rosete recovers. Splits the defenders. Break away. And violation, a double dribble or a dribbling violation against Rosete in that fast break attempt. 62-45. Hermoso down. But he's back on his feet. Seiya puts it up and in. So, nangingibabaw na yung athleticism talaga ni Lorenzo Seiya. Really, if I'm not mistaken, Hermoso, the great wall of Hermoso. Look at this. Villa attacking. Hermoso's wall is there. Yun yung tinatawag natin sa bilyar na stop ball. What a powerful foul and defensive stop by Hermoso. Unbothered si Hermoso dun sa bangga na yun ni Villa. Another great defensive stop by Hermoso. Rebounds the ball. Ginto off to Hermoso. Pounds it in. Puts it up. Won't go. Lorenzo Seiya recovers. Inside to Rosete. Everything is clicking for ISG Raptors right now. And Very questionable decisions and playmaking for RMG2. Comparable to how they did it in the first period. Talagang medyo malayo na yung kanilang performance right now. But we have Corrales on the line after getting fouled. He's going to shoot 2 from the stripe. Takes the first one. 20-point lead, 66-46. Villa is down again. Thea. Finger roll. Won't go. Datulio Hermoso. Hermoso to Tardio. Off the defensive. Of the kingpin in Hermoso. A quick timeout by RMG2. We're going to go on a quick break. We'll be back. You know, one of the things that really popped out on today's game is still relevant to what we're doing here in RDL Center for BIR Commissioners Cup 2026 is Alexandre Ayala winning his first major title in the WTA Cup in Washington, D.C. So it's a beautiful day to celebrate Philippine sports, no? Especially women's tennis. Congratulations, Alex Ayala. We're with you. We're behind you. Lalong-lalo na ang BIR. Kasama mo kami sa iyong tagumpay. But we have RMG2 restarting the fire that they had in the first period of that beautiful floater by Valencia. Valencia again with a long rebound, looking to counter. They're facing a 20-point deficit right now, 68-48. Magundayaw off to Corrales. Corrales for a triple. Won't go. Magundayaw inside, tip rebound, and Felix Santos active defensively, but there was too much contact after that tip pass inside to Magundayaw. A triple, a miss. Santos tries to recover, but here comes. Itong si Marlu Datulio. Tried an inside pocket pass to Valencia, but was stolen away by Ginto. Seiya floats it up against two defenders. Doesn't matter, Lorenzo Seiya, the super athlete of ISG Raptors. Corrales to Datulio. Corrales again, reloads and sinks a triple. Earl Corrales sinking a triple. Felix Santos puts the lead back up to 20 points. Hindi yan papayag na walang sagot. Yan ang sabi ni Felix Santos. Had to be careful here on this possession. Villa with the ball. Villa for a triple. Oh! Bottom of the net. Doble Villa. That's a triple for double V. Santos attacking the chest of Villa. Rosete. Sea with the putback. Easy work, uncontested yung tira na yun. Isaiah. Ginto will foul to stop the gameplay at 5 and 20 for a quick player rotation on both squads here. Look at this. Double V with the triple. Villa, 1, 2, 3. Morales will reload, won't go. Porca gives the ball to Ginto. Ginto scanning the floor, finds Amance for a triple. Amance! Look at them celebrating right now. Ginto and Amance, hindi pinaya ni Amance. Let me take this open shot. Thank you for the assist. Verangkol putting it back into a 20-point deficit. Amance open, stepping away on his territory and finds Felix Santos underneath the basket. Unguarded, uncontested. Felix Santos puts it up and in. Stands to lead to 22 points. This is the largest lead so far by ISG Raptors. They woke up and came out alive, loud and proud here in the second quarter and in the second half. Santos doing it all. 3 offensive rebounds. Some might say stat padding, pero he's just doing his job. Couple of misses. Let me put it back. Let me get it in. Sosa with a sidestep and a beautiful euro plus the foul. Sosa caught them unguarded. Euros is way in. Contact and gets a foul called. Sosa completing his three-point play. Baseline J won't go. De La Vega, go ahead pass. Won't go. Santos is there still, cleaning up the mess of ISG Raptors. Pero still, great recognition, big boys of ISG Raptors. Rebound, outlet. Yun ang kanilang trabaho. 83-60, 23-point lead. That's the largest lead of the game para din sa ISG Raptors. We'll be back after the short timeout. Sosa with a long jumper. 21-point lead by ISG Raptors. Under 3 minutes left here in the third period. Amance inside. Porca spins. Flips it up and fumbles the ball. Turns it over. Pero De La Vega is there to anticipate the pass. Porca again inside. But ISG Raptors will retain the possession of that incomplete entry pass by Quinto. Amance, catch and shoot. Santos again, cleaning up the mess. 6-7. Felix Santos, very Gen Alpha yung jersey number nito, 6-7. I don't know if yun yung kanyang jersey number by choice o pinagtripan siya, pero very Gen Alpha. Porca, kick out to the right wing. Santos working double time and overtime to get rebounds and ensure and guarantee na hindi makakabalik sa larong ito ang RMG2. It's doing it all, both offensive and defensive ends of the floor. De La Vega outlet again. But Villavilla is there and Sosa really bothered. Villavilla sidestep and a floater. Double V. Reigniting the fire within the hearts of RMG2. Still can't connect. Itong si Jemmy Dulig. Jemmy Dulig had a massive performance last week when he was named the best player of the game. Felix Santos will travel on that gather step, that pro hop step. Sosa against Dulig. Off to Villarino. Villarino, known for his shooting prowess inside. To Valencia. Amance again, ripping the net here in RDL Center with another triple. That's the end of the third period ang ating score. Doble-doble. 88-66, 8-8 sa isa-is. We'll be back for the fourth and final period. 12 minutes to decide a winner right here in BIR Commissioner's Cup 2026. We got 12 minutes to decide a winner right here. Yan ang ating game format, no? 12 minutes per period, and we're in the fourth and final one. 88-66, ISG Raptors holding a 22-point lead, a very commanding lead to start the fourth. De La Vega asking Porca to go inside. Porca cutting the lane, going to the elbow, kicks out for a baseline jumper, sinks it. The birthday boy finally starting up hot here in the final period ng ating laro. Jumper on the baseline, contested but he makes it nonetheless. Pang dito na lumalabas yung swerte, kumbaga. Amance lays it up and in. Sablay. Amance against Corrales. Siriban to Sosa. Of the efforts of Siriban, the 4 light blue shirts were there. Porca off to Estremera. Estremera with the jumper, uncontested, sinks it, extends the lead back up to 24 points, 94-70 ang ating score here in the 4th and final period. WV against Sabado. Blocked away by Sabado. Sa harap ko ba? Sa harap ko ba? Yan ang gagawin mo. Come on. Birthday boy ako. Di pwede yan. What a clean defensive block by Sabado. Villa redeemed himself onto the left side. No, he went to the other side after getting blocked on his attempt of a triple. And floats it up and in. Sabado, mid-range. Elbow jumper by the birthday boy. Oh boy. Tapping his chest and acknowledging the efforts of his teammates who's feeding him right now. De La Vega off to Estremera. Estremera pops it to Amance. Top of the key, a triple won't go. Estremera recovers. Estremera, let me do it. This is how you do it, sabi ni Estremera. Triple from the corner. 99-72 ang ating score. 8 minutes left in this game. Corrales tries the 3-ball, won't go. Porca. Valencia intercepts. Porca, ito na yun. Estremera, abang ka lang dyan. Stepping away, ala Steph Curry. Launches and misses. Double B, Villa. Floats, won't go. Porca, Villa, Sosa. Another offensive board by Villa. Here comes Sosa. Tries a floater, won't go. De La Vega flips it to Amance. Amance to the birthday boy. Oh boy, what are you gonna do? Floater is good. Neil Sabado hits the 3-digit mark, 101.72. The birthday boy has arrived here in RDL Center. We'll be back after this break. Sosa tries an up-under play against the trailing defense of Sabado and De La Vega. Ginto on the outlet but was intercepted by Ferrancol. Ferrancol attacking and will be fouled by Ginto. Blocking foul against Jericho Ginto. That's his third personal foul so far here in the 4th and final period. That are 6:20 left in the game. Siriban splits the defense, pulls up, baseline in and out. Tardio and De La Vega. De La Vega asking everybody to continue playing. No, let's run. Let's set the tone. Let's keep playing. And use this time to really get our rhythm. Papunta na tayo sa postseason. We all need what we can get dito sa torneo na ito. Siriban pumps it and clutches it home. Tardio with a putback using his left hand. 103.74. Corrales sa triple. Corrales. 2-3 for Corrales. 103.77, 26-point deficit pa rin ang kinakarap nila. But if they can shoot the ball more like that, back-to-back triples, they could still get back into this ball game. They did it in the first period, no? They know how to attack and when to attack. Sosa with a layup and a miss. Tardio off to Estremera. Estremera, catch and shoot won't go. Tardio puts it back in. A lefty of ISG puts it back in. 105.77. Although na-doble na yung roster nitong RMG2, still not enough facing the offensive monsters of ISG Raptors. Speaking of monster, he is a monster from long distance. Earl Corrales, another 1-2-3. This time underneath the basket naman, it's Nelson Alvero answering the call and putting it back up to 27 points. 107-80 ang ating score. 3:45 left. Sabado off to Tardio. Quinto and Tardio running. Popping it in. Give and go play. Tardio missing on that floater. Ganda na sana nung play na yun. Could have been part of the highlight reel. And best place on this game. Pero ang call. Sosa missing. Pero ang call recovers. Offensive board. Jumper. Another miss. De La Vega tapped away by Siriban from behind. And Sosa. 107-82. Getting back into the action, 3 and 5 left here in this game. The kingpin is back. Hermoso, the big man, along with Alvero and Amance. They go to Rosete with a fade. Ferrancol runs the counter break. Ferrancol on the left wing, guarded by Amance. Fumbles the ball, ends his dribble, flips it inside to Valencia. Detected or bothered by Hermoso. Amance puts it up to Alvero. Alvero missing. Valencia off to Siriban, to Ferrancol. Ferrancol unguarded but thought about it. Almost stolen away by Alvero. All again. Lays it up and in sa kanan over the outstretched hand and arm of Hermoso. Fearless move by Perangcol. Amance, a triple on his home court but won't go. Rosete will reload on the right corner. No dagger for Rosete. Minute and 30 left. Siriban against Hermoso. Total darkness. Total darkness ang kinaharap ni Siriban. Biglang dumilim ang paningin ni Siriban. Great defense by Hermoso, no, with a lesser effort than a normal center. Because of his size and his willpower and his ability to position himself defensively. That is why he's able to bother shots. Oh, ala, oy! Ay Hermin Siriban, napawian si Hermoso, no? Total darkness. Let me give you some lightning quick layup, jelly style pa. Hermoso is asking for the ball. A triple by the big boy. A high shot. Sayang, pero that's his natural shooting stance and shooting form, no? Kita natin kanina nung dalawang free throws niya dito sa kaliwang bahagi ng RDL Center. High arc, rainbow shot talaga ang tira nito ni Hermoso. Sayang, hindi pumasok yung tres. Here comes Rosete with a fade and a putback. 109-88. Villa against Rosete. Showing off his sandals. Villa breaking away. Amance steals it. Valencia inside. Puts it up and in. 3 seconds to go. And we're just waiting for the buzzer. Hermoso with the buzzer beater attempt won't go. Congratulations to ISG Raptors for turning things around. Starting in the second period. That's why they got a massive win. A 19-point lead, 109-90 ang ating end score. Congratulations sa Purple Shirts. And on behalf of LMBC Sports, our Commissioner Lloyd Viracion will report your service. See you in a bit for our upcoming match on the doubleheader na inenda namin sa inyo. Papawid galing sa buwis.